welcome back. Sorry we missed a few weeks. How are you doing, Maddie?
I know. I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm tired.
Tired?
Yeah.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
It has.
Yeah.
It was really hot today, too.
It was, and my house tends to be the hottest one out of the two, so you always die when you come over here
A little
anyways.
bit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, we have a silent partner with us today. He's going to chime in if he feels like it. If not, that's cool, too. But we like extra people on here. The more energy, the better.
Right.
So, figuring things out. Thank you. So, what have you been doing the last 2 weeks?
Oh my gosh.
Sitting at home, minding your own business?
No, we've been traveling.
Okay, where did we travel?
So we went to Arizona for a funeral.
What's Arizona?
All my family. So my grandpa passed away. So we drove the 11 hours all the way out there. You know, hung out for the weekend, and then
with a freshly potty trained toddler.
Yeah, which actually went really well, shockingly.
Good.
I did end up buying diapers because I was like, I don't want to have an accident, but
fair.
No accidents.
Nice, so that's good.
There was one point, though, on the way home where she was screaming because she had to pee, and we were like in the middle of nowhere, and it was like 10 miles to the next like gas station. Yes. And I'm like, you have a diaper. Like, if you have an accident, it's okay, but I understand. She cried the whole time, but she waited until that gas station and used the bathroom.
Yeah, I trained it out of her, and then she was determined. But, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. So that's good. Okay, so potty training wasn't so bad on the road. That's good.
No, not too bad.
So I'm assuming you're headed down for Grandpa's funeral.
Yeah. Got to reconnect with a bunch of family. I haven't seen them in probably 9 years.
Because of healthy reasons, toxic reasons, can't make it there. Why aren't you in connection with your family?
Toxic reasons.
Okay.
Not all of the family. I don't put it on
enough.
all of that. And there was a time where I was young and angry and a little bit toxic too. So I was kind of crappy.
No, that's her own part in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't speak to my father, and that was kind of the part that was a little bit scary, but...
Okay, so let's back up for just a minute, because, so I understand that you went for the funeral, but on the way down, how were you feeling as you were going back? Because, I know that you've done a lot of self-work on yourself, as a person, and so you were going back to face demons that kind of got pushed on you because of the funeral. So, as you're headed to this funeral, what was that like for you on this road trip? What were you guys doing? Okay.
Nervous.
Okay.
My stomach hurt the whole time.
Okay.
The day of the funeral, where I actually had to go and see all the people, I threw up 7 times. Just from nerves.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you're driving down. Yeah, so you're driving down, and was it somber feeling as you guys are driving? It was pressure? You keep saying you were nervous. What was the feeling in your guys' vehicle going?
We just tried to keep it calm.
Weird reunion.
We tried to keep it calm.
Okay, did you adventure at all? Go see anything?
We did, yeah.
Okay, so tell me about that.
So we definitely side quested a little bit.
Okay,
so, first off, we stayed the night in Durango.
Yes.
Which was beautiful when we woke up. We didn't get there until 3 in the morning. So we get there and crash, and then in the morning, wake up to mountains, and you're like, oh my god, it's so pretty.
I love the surprise wake ups.
We have mountains, but it's fun when it's different mountains. And you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then when we entered, I don't know exactly where we were. I think it was right on the border of Arizona, but there was this weird rock formation.
Okay.
And we damn near wrecked trying to get off the freeway, trying to get
But you just had this.
It was one of those. It was guardrail, a pull off, more guardrail, no exit.
Okay.
Lane. It was literally a if you make it, you make it type of thing. So we go and do that.
Right.
I slam our brakes a little bit, to make it. It was a little bit sketchy,
so it
but it was
a lot
fun.
of people go over.
Yes and no.
Okay.
There were 2 people there. There was one person that had a camper van, and it was a family, and they were hanging out. Then there was just some dude in a truck, just kind of
chilling
off in the distance, minding his own business. But we drove up to it, walked around.
It wouldn't be a white 4-door truck, would it?
It sure was.
Just off in the distance?
With Colorado plates, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aren't you in Arizona at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
And he hung around until we left, and then he left. so, you know, it's fine.
All right. Okay. So Cool Rock Formation. Unfortunately, white four-door trucks are a thing for us. We've just learned to let them go. We see them. We don't. We move
They're
on.
everywhere.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, so you're coming into town. So you stopped in Durango the first time. You made it all the way the second day.
Mm-hmm.
What time are you rolling into town?
Probably like 5.
All right. So at this point, has family contacted you? Are things mellow? Are you kind of at ease because you don't know what plans are?
So my uncle had contacted me and was like, hey, let me know when you made it in. And I was like, okay. Which I did. You know, that was nice. And then we hung out at the hotel that night. And then the next day was the funeral.
With just you and Anthony still at the hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So you just stayed with you, and the family kind of was like, all right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you're walking into estranged father, haven't had a relationship with him.
No.
Who's married again.
Yes.
With another child.
Yes.
Not his, but a child in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you have an aunt and an uncle that were great.
Yes.
Like, they were kind of the saving
They
grace.
were like the buffer, if that makes sense.
like,
Like, it was like the safe person. I was like, y'all are cool. I'm going to sit with you. It was one of
I
those.
always hope for one person in those situations. The one that just kind of is a
That's
little
what I
bit
was
like,
hoping
oh,
for, too.
hey, over here. Okay, so we've got the aunt and the uncle, a couple other mixed family members.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your brother. Did he end up making it for the funeral?
He did not go to the funeral.
Okay,
No.
interesting.
Granted, Roger, my father, was supposed to tell him about the funeral, and he didn't. And my brother didn't find out until I had texted him and was like, hey, do you have a ride to the funeral? If not, I can give you a ride. And he was like, I don't even know when the funeral is.
Oh, sad.
No clue. So he ended up not going to the funeral, but we did hang out the day after. And we spent like the whole day, and then he came and saw family with us and did all the things.
All right. So, okay, so you're at this funeral, and this grandfather you were close to?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's
Maybe
hard
in the
to
time that you
explain.
were there?
Yes.
Okay.
So we moved out there when I was like 3 and moved away when I was 5. So we were only there for 2 years.
Okay.
And in those 2 years, they took care of me all the time, and, you know, they were with me and all the things. And
so
then
it became an important memory for you.
And then, yeah, and then
Okay.
as things were getting bad between my parents, Grandpa Chet was kind of the one who was like, I'm really glad that you're leaving. You know, I'm really sorry that he did that to you, type of stuff. Like, it was like they had a heart-to-heart moment.
Saw what was going on, but it was good for you to leave. Yeah.
And then when we moved, they would come and visit when they could. And then, you know, as I got older and as I got older, it was just harder for them to travel and things like that.
Okay. So relationship with him years ago, and now just that was a good person to you in your life at one point. Okay, fair enough. So you're at the funeral. Here's the question I have at funerals. When you get to funerals, like, do you feel like they represented the man that you thought you knew, or did you feel like it was a foreign person they were talking about when they talked in there? Like, explain the funeral itself to me, like how they did it.
Okay, so the funeral was, I've never been to a funeral where the person was cremated. So that was new to me.
Mm-hmm. Were you warned, or you just showed up and it was that way?
I was not warned. So when we were walking in and I was saying hello to everybody, I was trying to ask, like,
where do I go?
I was trying to ask if there was a body in a casket or if there was ashes without asking if there was a body, you know. And so I was like, hey, so after the service, like, are we going to a cemetery? Are we going back to Grandma Judy's house? And they were like, oh, he got cremated. Then we're just going to go back to the house.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And they hit me with, yeah, he's in the box up front. I was like, okay, cool, great. So we walk in. Everybody says hi to me. It's very awkward. I'm sure that the stories about me are about how angry and estranged I was.
No, because people really do respect when a new person comes back. Like, we're in different times now, and how you talked about the aunt and the uncle, like, even...
I just feel like people expected the stories that they heard, And when they met me and I was this, like, calm person, they were like,
maybe.
oh, I think it was one of those. Like, I was meeting them as a new person as much as they were meeting me as a new person.
Yeah, so what I've done in situations like that is I take the expectation out of the person. I don't know him anymore. Hi, my name's Heidi. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you did that with a few of them.
I really did.
Now, mind you, let's circle back around to your estranged dad. His behaviors, do you feel like in any way that he came around to be like, hey, you're an amazing soul, like, I'm glad you came here? Mm-mm. Not at all. Mm-mm. You never once got that. Like, what was your experience with your dad that you haven't seen in how many years?
9 years.
9 years.
I haven't seen him in 9 years.
Okay.
He hugged me, made his speech at the funeral, and then left.
Okay.
So that was the day of the funeral. No communication. Now, mind you, he had been texting with my husband and talking with him, and that's how they keep the communication.
Why the middleman? I don't like middlemen. I don't like.
Honestly,
why is he communicating
with him?
I think he's a little
afraid of me.
Okay,
I wasn't very
fair.
nice the last time that I spoke to my father.
I think you have full rights to that.
I do too. I never said I feel bad about it.
Not at all. That's okay.
I sure did say what I needed to say, you know.
Okay, so did you get to at least have like a meal with him then? If he was evasive at the funeral and weird, like.
So the next day where we hung out at my grandma's house again, he was there, and we were there for probably 3.5, 4 hours. He spent that entire time talking about himself.
Oh, is he a good dude according to himself?
Well, of course.
Okay, well, I mean, at least he's a good dude. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to talk about myself and not be a good dude.
And then we went out to eat, and then as he was leaving, he hugged me, and the only thing he said was, I'm sorry that I'm such an asshole. I still love you. Bye.
So in that moment, did that just make up for all the years of a father being gone?
Oh, yeah. A 10-second hug and a half-assed apology for 30 years. Yeah. All done. Fixed it.
What? I'm real glad you could solve problems with your dad while you were there. I'm glad it worked out for you.
It was great.
Okay.
But no, it was, other than that, like, that was just stupid and kind of expected. But other than that, it was a pretty good trip. I got to reconnect.
We put humor where it's an awful situation. I don't know how to fix that. We talked about all the things
either
before
you laugh or you cry.
In that moment, yeah.
So.
Like, you just embrace that it isn't what it is. So, any promises from him as a future with you? Like,
I think there was mentions of a trip. Like, he kind of was like, I'd love to come out and see where you live.
So, like, you're basing your future hopes and dreams on your dad coming to visit you?
No.
Oh. Okay,
no.
I got that too.
Yeah, no.
Do you, though, in all of that, like, as much as we mock that situation and how awful it was for you, like, growing up and not having him in your life, like, do you feel as a person and all the things you've done for yourself when you went back to that funeral that you got out of it what you needed?
From him, no.
Okay, fair.
Because, I mean, I fully expected, like, at least somewhat of a conversation, but with the rest of the family, yeah. Because I was able to reconnect without that factor, and get to almost meet that side of the family that I didn't really get to know growing up.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Right.
But the other stuff was just expected. That wasn't, that wasn't a surprise to me. It was almost like oh yeah, so I was right. Okay.
I like that you came out of it, though, the strong person that you are, not somebody that it took you back. Like, that you had to go back into the past.
Seeing that, though, spending that time and listening to somebody talk about themselves for like 3.5, 4 hours, it really makes you realize how lucky. Like, I was like, man, I am so lucky that I got out as a kid, because if I grew up around that, I would have been just as awful. I would have
said that before. Some of the harsh lessons in life, maybe we don't understand them, but it was the best thing the universe could give you given the circumstances. Like,
you know what? Our friend asked that earlier today. She was like, if you could go back, would you? Like, would you change anything?
Right.
And I said, no, I wouldn't, because it made me who I am today. Like,
it is what it is. Yeah.
It sucked. And I didn't understand it at the time, but now that I'm an adult and can see it, and especially having my own child, I'm like, Yeah, okay. Anyways, like.
And aside from all the hardship that you went through, look at how amazing of a person you are, because you don't want your child to feel any of the things that you felt. You know what I mean? Like, she has the mom and the dad and the,
Right.
So I think it's awesome.
How was your couple of days while I was away?
Well, we made goals, you and I, that we thought we were going to make. And we came on and we were doing the podcast, remember? We're walking and we're doing all the things and we're patting ourselves on the back. Do you remember, the incline promise that we made to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what we tried to do. I found out that it's okay not to reach the top of all mountains.
Yeah.
Yep, I found out that there are so many things in life that I don't understand, but that one, I'm still wondering if I need to even master it. Like, why are we walking to hell backwards?
I kind of want to master it.
I know, and you keep saying that,
There's
but now I
something-
have a
there's-
debate going
There's
on.
okay. There's a part in my brain that is like, I got defeated,
Yeah, me
and
too.
now I have to win.
Me too, but my leg just barely stopped hurting, and it's 4 days later. Like, that's the thing. Like, why are we going to do it again?
But it's only 4 days. It wasn't a week. We'd be
okay. Okay, fine. So if the pain doesn't work for you, how about the people? Like, the amount...
Okay, well, next time we're not going to go on a Saturday.
Okay, we should have researched the location better. We've learned a lot of lessons in our 2 weeks.
Let's back up. The Manitou Incline is one of the most popular hikes globally. People travel from international, countries, all over to come and hike.
Yeah, I know that. I talked to them.
And we sure did. We met every single one of them that
all day
day.
long on the Walmart check stand, and then I forgot that all those people that I see in the check stand, they're not on the incline. They were on the incline earlier, and then we tried to go climb with the people on the incline. I think for me, it was the man and the wife that came by, and they were like, "We're on round 2," and I kind of wanted to punch them.
And then he was like, "But you did 1,000 steps,
They were very positive.
They were.
People were very and we did. We
but also,
did do 1,000 steps.
You're on your second go, and you're praising me for 1,000 steps. I'm gonna need you to go.
I'm gonna need you to walk away.
I'm already thrown up.
There was a
I'm tired.
in the middle of that incline
My
that I
legs
thought
hurt.
that I had gone to China, and I didn't remember the plane trip. Like, I was not in the right place. And then I remembered that I didn't understand why I was on this mountain where I couldn't breathe before I even hit the trail. Now I'm not even in the right racial range. Like, it was all the things for me of panic that day.
We should have known it was going to be hell when we climbed the first 5 steps and we're out of breath.
You know, it was the one for me that I looked at you and put my hand on my knee and I'm like, we're going to do this? And you're like, yeah, it's fine. We did not make the incline. I've learned something about myself. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, I'm doing the incline again.
I am going to circle back. Also, I'm not going to stop walking when I make the goal to hike the incline. I think I'm going to continue exercising.
Yeah.
Maybe add in the gym, do some stairs.
Something,
Not tell my body that I'm 20 and I'm just going to be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to do the incline and then sit on the couch and eat snacks.
Yeah, well.
You're telling me that's not how you prep for that?
I purposely left some snacks on the couch for the podcast to remind me how many snacks I've eaten lately. So that's my lesson for the week. Is the incline's still a no for me right now, but I think the more hurtful part to my pride after I decided that I could make this a funny story, that I went 1,000 steps, I got to blame it on you. You were the one puking over the edge. The whole thing was in place, right? So I go to work, and I'm everybody knew, because I called in the whole thing. First of all, it hits me with a double point day. I mess off right off the bat. Almost lost my job. All the cool things. So I start with that, decide I'm going to make it through that part of it. And then the people that would come up to me and tell me they've already done the incline, and I was like, oh, you just made it all the way to the top, huh? First time you tried it? That's pretty cool of you. I'm going to need you to walk away from me right now. No, I don't want to see your pictures. Would you like to see mine of the tree where I made it to the step 500?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be happy for them, but it was a little hard for me.
No, it was fine. Even with me being nauseous,
Yeah.
which is just normal for me. That was fine. I could have handled that. It was when I started to slow down and then I would turn to like look at the view and there'd be 400 people on the stairs below me,
Yes.
all looking up at me, and I'm like, cool, okay, too many people. And now I feel like if I'm taking too long, people are going to be pissed off. If I'm going, if I'm too slow.
For me, it was the people that just jogged by me, and I was like, I need a stick. I'm going to start tripping
There's like
people.
a sick part of my brain that kind of wanted to try and jog just a couple of steps and see if I could. And I was like, you know what, I will have an asthma attack right here.
Okay, so here's the thing though, like we're going up, right, and the legs are getting sore, and it's like getting challenging, we're getting a little grouchy with each other, right? And then people fly by with the streamer that you had put on my backpack of happy birthday, and they're like, happy birthday, and you like whip out of this bad mood to be like, thank you!
I know.
I felt like it was like, there was so much on the incline for me. I know that I need more training.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. That's
Maybe
the thing
we
for
should
me.
have got those oxygen things.
I shouldn't mock the people that take those now.
That probably would have been smart.
Actually, I've never mocked them, but I love the ones that bring them back. I'm like, oh, like I just think it's like a kudos thing that you made it to the top and stuff without it. Also, you know that we weren't even on the steep part yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like the gradual warning
Yep.
to hell.
Yeah.
We read the death sign before we went on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are we doing these things? I don't understand.
Because there were old people and little kids that made it to the top of that. I think I can handle it. If they can make it,
I think
there's no way.
every time I thought death was settling in, somebody would come bouncing by, and I was like,
I just want to go home. Oh my god. And then coming back down, because we didn't even make it to the bale.
about coming back down. If you've ever followed Maddie up a mountain, she's dying, like all the things are happening, we're throwing up, the shoes aren't working, like she's angry. We didn't even make it to the stairs before the birthday hat was ripped off, all the things, okay? But if you turn around in any challenge and you're above like where your car is, you lose her. Gone. She don't even care if you're
I'll
behind
see you at the
her.
bottom.
There's no buddy system. She's gone. So I've learned that I have to pick up my pace to keep with her, but like my old ass trying to bounce down the mountains. So when I look up and she's like probably 30 steps ahead of me, she looks back, sees that she can see me in her peripheral, gone. I never saw her again till the bottom of the mountain. I don't even know what step we were on. And I get all the way down there, come around the corner, and she's sitting on a bench, and she's like, I'm glad you made it, friend. And I'm like, well, we now know the apocalypse. I'm on my own. Like, oh.
My legs hurt, and I was done, and all I wanted to do was sit down. I was like, you know what? Sorry, I gotta...
See, I was being a little bit cocky at that point. I'd hiked my hill to the apartment enough times. I was still feeling pretty good. Mistakes were made when he said, let's go sit by the spring.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I didn't know my leg could bend both ways. Like the knee joint is like...
Ouch. Yeah. You gotta stand up and your legs are like noodles. Like
I wish I had taken a video of you hobbling down that trying to like, get your legs to work.
It was so funny. Oh my god.
So, okay.
What an adventure.
So I would like to take back that I want to hike the incline, but I guess if we're going to do it, we're going to have to do it again. I would just like to train a little bit more.
Same.
Yeah, maybe actually hit like a Stairmaster or something, because I don't know what that is.
I figure if we just hike Muskoka a couple of times, we'll be okay.
So how did Muskoka just become like an easy challenge? Because that was our last like death run when we tried to kill ourselves, and now that feels easy in my mind after only a third of the incline.
I know, it's kind of crazy, but I literally would
Yeah.
rather do Muskoka like 4 times a day than that incline right now, honestly. That
was a little wild.
Fucking brutal.
And I don't think it would have been overwhelming to me to be on the steps if there just hadn't been so many people. Like that for me was one of those things.
I think so too.
Like just
I think it would have been way more relaxing, but there was literally hundreds. And then we're getting our ride home, and at each bus stop is at least 40 to 50 people who are waiting to hop on the bus to go do the incline.
Like you're literally like army file in line going up this mountain, and I was like, no, thank you. Like, So much. So much. So I'm with you. I think we're going to do it again. I do feel like it's like a rite of passage in Colorado. Like, you got to do it once. You got to say it. And I don't know that I'm going to practice run it again. Like, I think when we do it, we're going to do it all the way to the top.
I think so.
You know what I mean? Also, could it not be 80 degrees in March? Like, that would have been a little bit helpful.
That really would have been. Because even though we started early, as soon as that sun was up, it was hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it was too hot. So, maybe next time we go, like, fall.
Yeah, just before the weather hits.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure there's no, because I've
And
underestimated
on, like, a
snow.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Middle of the week. And I think just accept it. Now we're prepared for it. We're going to show up and remember that there's going to be a lot of people.
Hopefully less, though. Hopefully.
Also, a spade is a spade. I will never in my life ever go on an adventure with you like that again if I don't have a joint in the morning. Yeah. Why are we cold turkeying things if life is not that way? Like, why did you be like...
We didn't have...
You know what? I don't know what the story was, but it was a rough day all the way around. I just needed to call myself out on that one. Like, some things should be done with a little more happy in my head and heart. And no music? Nope, that was another death sentence.
Yeah, I feel like we should bring our headphones next time.
Yeah, clearly we don't get to chit-chat on this hike. This is a death hike, so we're just going to go in line one behind the other.
At the breaks.
Yep, at the end we're going to hope that our friendship is still intact.
And then it's the 3-mile hike down the bar trail.
3.5 miles, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
But after I did those steps, following you like a gazelle hopping down the mountain, I think I'll take the bar trail. So
that's gonna be rough too.
I don't know. I still think it's better than bouncing down the steps because of the shin splints that you get. But
true.
Yeah. So anyways, so that's what I ended up doing with that, which kind of leads into our next section of, I just want to talk about being human. Like, I know that we just were talking about experiences with being human, but like, how is it that we went to do a nature event? Like, we took all this time to like go out there and then panicked because of the amount of people, turned around, came back to the city, and we're like, no.
Right. I know.
Like,
that's because usually when we go into nature, there's not that many people.
Yeah, I didn't know people could come out of the trees like that.
Even on the hike with Muskogo, there were people. There were groups of people, but it was not
like that.
That was intense.
Yeah.
Like, that was really difficult. I think that was one of the biggest factors for me too, is like you're hiking, you're tired, and then you're up in your head of like, oh my God, there's all these people, it's uncomfortable to stop.
Well, I wasn't really thinking about anything. I just knew I didn't want to be there. Like, I was just out of there. But I think that is also part of when we talk about being human is coexisting again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for so many years I've been hiding in my house and not even being around people. And then I go and do a challenge where I already don't like to sweat. I already don't like to be around people. And I expected it to be a fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I failed myself before I even got to the start point on that one. But it's very challenging to me in this era to have so many people to do events like that. Like, I'm not a good tourist that way.
Yeah. I definitely look for things that are not filled with people like that.
Yes.
I like, if I want to go somewhere, if I think of, man, I really want to get out of the house, I want to go somewhere where I'm like in the trees, I don't see that many people, and if you do see them, it's a, hey, how's it going?
Right.
And then they move along. I like the silence. Like, I'm going away from the city to go and like listen to the birds, not listen to 400 people
talking in a foreign language.
Talking in foreign languages, talking with each other, breathing heavy, coughing. It was claustrophobic, if you think about it. It made it feel claustrophobic, is to me what it felt like.
Right.
Then you're hot, then you're sweaty.
Right.
It was a lot. But no, I definitely feel like I try and get away for that.
Yeah.
To be away from people, not so much.
That's why I'm kind of asking myself, was it as physically hard as I think it was, or was it because of so many other elements? You know what I mean? Like, if I was by myself, I think I'd have struggled longer.
I think so too, honestly. But I don't know. It really kicked in when I looked back and there were so many people. And that's when I was like,
Right. Which
Can we
is
go
interesting
home?
because everybody was positive too. It's not like it was a negative vibe. It was just overwhelming.
mm-hmm.
But I get overwhelmed easily at things. You know, like even though sometimes I'll ball into work and I'm coming up from being at home all night,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just loud. It sounds like a swimming pool. And I come in and I'm trying to like slow
Yeah.
my roll, but I'm also trying to wake up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that you're just trying to get a hold of all the emotions of the human body and then just move forward
Yeah.
with your day. Like,
Yeah.
That
was a weird day too. When we were done, you slept, like you took naps, and then you'd wake up and then take another nap.
It was an energy drain day
That's
for
how
me.
I felt too.
You and I had kind of talked about that where we'd been sitting on the mountain, and there's been so many things, human experiences that you and I have been going through lately that the energy is just super big.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
That too, like with big energies and trying to figure out how to fit 4 or 5 big energies in one little tiny space and figure that out is really difficult. And that, it creates a lot of like off vibes to where
Right.
everybody feels weird and uncomfortable.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. For the last few years, I haven't been social. I haven't really been around people. I haven't. And I literally had to go back to childlike ways and go up to people and be like, will you be my friend? Like, will you be my friend? And people be laughing at me, and I'm like, I'm not kidding. But then when I'm like, will you be my friend? Then you sit back and, like, watch their actions because I'm learning to insert myself into the world more. Like, I've been a part of it the entire time, but to be present and in the moments and, kind of being in the drama sometimes, I'm like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't understand why we went from being like kind of a social world, like picture 80s, 90s, 70s, people hang out, there's barbecues outside, and then over time, through experience, we all hide in our houses.
Mm-hmm.
So now I did the hide in my house part. I did the I don't want any friends part. I did the I don't like my family part. I did the I don't like myself part. I did the I don't want to be here part. Like all these things that you didn't know that you had to go through, but you kind of do to fill all the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And so you come out and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so good as a human and I'm so proud of myself. And then you go out and you poke that friend and it blows up in your face and you're like, oh yeah, that's why I don't human with people. And I run back home to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this is where I'm trying to human and figure out how to human with others.
See, that's kind of how you found me, was at my house.
Yeah.
Because I don't like, like I said, if I go somewhere, if I go out, I'm not trying to go out to places with people.
Right.
I am not a social person. I am more of an introvert. I like the fact that I can be at home with my food, my Wi-Fi, my outside area, it's all the things that I want, where I'm like, why would I want to go and insert myself in other people's drama and all these other things? Like, the more people it brings, the more drama and stuff. And so, because of my experiences, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go over here, and if you want to be my friend, then you know where to find me.
I only knew drama and toxicity. That's all I knew until that point. And even when you and I started hanging out, we would literally look at each other and be like, at the end of the day, we're neighbors, and we would part ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we literally had no energy or effort for another person to hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, we were done.
I mean, we even had the talk of, it's okay if we're just pass-through friends, and maybe I'll see you again, and maybe I won't. Like, we literally had that conversation.
We were breaking up with ourselves before we could ever create a friendship, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Everybody else left, so you were going to do too. We did. We had all the talks. Yeah, but then we sat outside, and the sunflowers started growing, and sometimes we would cry, and sometimes we would laugh, and we would drink a lot of coffee, and we would kind of talk about the world.
Mm-hmm.
I realize now that I think that we were like the Moreno Street
We were the podcast before we were the podcast.
I don't think I realized how many people were listening. Like the smoke breaks next door would come out, and they'd be like,
I'm most definitely sure that the next door
day that somebody was walking up that hill and talking, and we could hear him clear as a day, and you and I looked at each other and we're like,
let's go inside. Let's sit inside.
Maybe we should.
You mean all that shit that we were talking was echoing off of great. Got it.
I mean, it definitely made sense where, like, every, 2 hours or hour on the hour, the guys were, hanging around the trucks outside listening to us as we were just,
And nobody's out there? Ever?
Well, I think they liked hearing what we had to say about the world at that point because we definitely had some things to say about the world at that point. So, even the mouse would come out and hang out with us and...
Yeah. You know what? I didn't think about that. I cleaned out my garden today and not one sighting of a mouse.
No, that's because our castle's under your house.
Probably.
Okay. Well,
absolutely. Do you
don't think they live in the brush, do they? They just run through it to scare us.
Did you ever watch Ratatouille?
Yes.
Okay, in the beginning when the old lady shoots through her ceiling and it crashes down and there's rats?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's where we live.
I try not to think about it. Because I've sat outside while we're drinking coffee and watched them run underneath the apartment buildings.
That's why I have 2 cats.
I have a cat now.
Because they handle that real well.
Also, I'm like an elephant with a mouse. Can't do it. Like you with the spider where you jump like a sissy. No, that's me and a mouse. I'm not doing it.
Hey, in all fairness, that spider jumped at me first, okay? That spider came at me, and then I jumped. I opened up a matchbox, and there was a spider in it. And as soon as I opened it and saw the spider, it jumped towards my hand. I threw the matchbox and left. I'm leaving. Good luck with that. That's someone else's problem. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, it was a little startling, but he just wanted to say hi.
Mm-mm. Well, he got smushed. So.
He did too. I did smush him for
Rest
you.
in peace, spider.
You're welcome. At least I come to save the day. I also have to save guests frequently from Mr. Grayson, the cat that you said to get. The one that wakes me up, tries to pierce my nose with his canine. I don't understand what part of being human that came with.
That's owning a cat.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that part.
You know what? For any of our listeners, if you have any cats and crazy cat stories, you should definitely share them in the comments because she doesn't believe me that it's not just her cat.
No, I think he's possessed.
No, it's all cats.
No, I think
he's 4 months old. He's a crackhead.
I think he lays awake at night and is like, how can I kill this person?
He's listening to the demons in his head.
Yeah,
and when he attacks people, those are the demons taking over.
Yeah, I know.
That's cats. That's what they do.
Do you see why I look like I got my nose pierced? Do you see?
Oh, I don't have any right now, but I usually have scratches.
No, doing my hair this morning, so you're like this, I gotta show the motion, and it's down my back, because it's clear down to here now. And so I go like this, and all of a sudden I feel full on all 4 paws into my back as he went for my hair. So I stand up, cat's going down behind me, right? And I'm like, okay, so I get him off. I think I'm safe. No, he goes for round 2. I put a bun in my hair with a cat hanging off my back with one claw. And I was like, what?
Well, I was sitting over here,
doing?
And he got me through the door.
He did that
He
too.
put it through the crack of the door and scratched my back.
Yeah.
They do that.
Well, you wouldn't let him go outside, so.
That's love. That's what they do.
That's love.
That's how they show
love. I can
love.
see why I've been confused my entire life about what that was supposed to be.
Cats are different, okay? I can't tell you. I can't explain it. The Egyptians used to worship them, and, I think that even now, cats these days are still you should definitely worship me, so.
He does think that.
Yeah.
He thinks he's the most handsomest one that there ever is, yes. But you're only allowed to touch when it's on his terms. Because otherwise he could eat you.
Yeah, that's normal.
Why would you
It's fun. Tell me it hasn't been fun having that little animal run around your house.
I'm still trying to recover from the nose piercing that I didn't ask for.
Now, mind you, I had 2 of those at the same time, and they're orange. So I had crackhead orange kittens.
Well,
2 of them.
they do bring life to a home that has been empty for a really long
They do.
time. Like, it is doing that.
And they're independent. It's not like a dog where it's in your face of, oh my god, I need you to love me. It's like a roommate. You show up and they're like, hey.
People think it's funny when I say I forgot I have a cat, but I'm like, no, legit. If you've never had a cat in 48 years, how would you remember you have a cat?
Mm-hmm.
Or 49.
Because they mind their own business.
Yeah. No.
Until they want to play, or they want cuddles, or they want food. Then it's your problem.
Yeah, he's interesting, all right. So nice of him to sleep right now so that he can stay up all night and attack me.
Oh, he is asleep.
Yeah, and cute.
What a good boy.
Gosh, he's so cute.
Speaking of cats, how are my cats while I was gone?
We did skip that. Well, the first day I went in, they were super excited to see me, right? Like, jumped up, said all the hellos, came in, was feeding them the food. Also, I don't know why you have to repeatedly cement, like, our friendship in, like, hey, now that we made a friendship, I'm going to do this. Because a diaper on a dog is something I've never had to do in my entire
that was
life.
Great. I also love that she only bled while we were gone. It was It was like those 2 weeks.
No,
the week before and the week we left, and then as soon as we got back, she was done.
So I'd like come in and I'd be like, you know, talking to her and stuff. No.
Great.
Except for she does like this potty dance while you're trying to get like the diaper off to get her out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did warn me about the leash pull. I did forget about the leash pull. So the first day, I'm like, it was like the movies in my mind. Because I had it like around my wrist. So I'm like this. First fell, I crossed over. Don't ever cross over.
Yeah.
So I like turned to go like this to set like the diaper down, like where the gloves and everything are. And she goes. The door's just enough open that she's like, we're out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had gone to go out, realized the diaper was in my hand, stopped, did not latch door. Door. So first day I got like the jerk out the door where you're like, okay.
Yeah,
So we made it out to the yard. Yeah, she's a pity. She's a hyper pity.
Well, she's not a bully. She's the other one. I never remember their name. I think it's like a Staffordshire Terrier or something like that.
More slender.
They're slender, but they're super, super high energy. So she, even though she's 9, she's a crackhead.
She
like a
literally
puppy.
is. So that all went well. By day 2, they were a little more standoffish for me.
Mm-hmm. Still let you pet?
Yeah, we were still petting. We were jumping up to say hello. One of them was still talking to me, but really one was more talkative and the other one was kind of like the follow-up, you know?
That's normal.
And I probably overfed him because I just was like, here's your food, here's your water, sorry, your humans are gone. Day 3, I come in and the one was like, all the rares, like just yelling at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, friend, like I'm trying to get the dog out the door. That was the day that I forgot to put the diaper back on Jazz. So I'm trying to leave, and she's like dancing around in front of me in the door, and like she's just like showing me her like she knew that something was wrong, and I'm like, you need to, like, I'm trying to like, and I go to like scoot her out of the way, and it dawns on me that like she doesn't have her diaper on. I'm like, okay, friend. So then like we're putting the diaper on. Last day I come in, and I went to touch one of them on the couch, and they were like, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry, your people are going to be home soon. Like, here's some food, here's some water. And then my dumbass went back for round 2. I went back over to be like, okay, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
was
they
it
got
the one
real
with
sad.
the collar?
Mm-hmm. I think his neck was so fat he wouldn't have seen a collar if there was, like, the way that he was sitting. I like that you think I have details about your cats. Well, you know what I mean?
It's just usually Aries. He's the one with the collar. He's more of a don't touch me. Whereas Ra is the one who comes in and like screams at you.
House the last day, so we offered the things that you told me to offer them, and I left.
Sorry, friends.
Like, no, but it was kind of funny to watch it in process too, though. Like, you hadn't been gone for that long. Like, they were fine with me. There was no problems. There was no attacks. There wasn't anything like that. But you could just feel them kind of get sad while you were gone.
I know.
Yeah, it was weird.
By the last day, even we were like, I just want to be home. Like, I miss my animals. The car's being stupid. You know, we didn't even really talk about that. The car...
I forgot about that, too.
Fails. Now, okay, so our original plan was we were going to come home, but go through Uray and then the $1 Million Highway, because I've never been through the $1 Million Highway.
Okay.
My grandma has the funniest story of the $1 Million Highway where she's like, I will never do that again. Like,
Okay,
it's,
okay,
you know.
okay. So you guys are like,
So
I want to go try this
wanna
adventure.
go.
Yeah, if Grandma failed, I'm gonna go do it. Let's do it.
And then the car starts like this rattly. It sounded like if you were to drag empty cans, like empty soda cans on the ground, like that.
Like a Just Married?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're like, that doesn't sound
like the kind of noise you can turn up the music and bring down and stop
Yes.
there, or the kind of noise that like even when you turn it up, you're like,
I mean, it was definitely still there.
Okay, so at this
like,
point
we
you're
were
turning up the radio. All right.
Then it starts making these like grinding. I don't even know how to explain the noises that we were hearing coming from this vehicle. So we make it to Uray, and we're just like, whatever, the car's gonna fail. It's fine. Like, at least we made it to a hotel. We're in a city. We'll figure it out tomorrow. So we wake up, and we're starting to drive again, and we're like, okay, well, it sounds awful, but I think we can make it home. So we go through this place called Monarch Pass, which is, it's either you go the $1 Million Highway or like Monarch Pass, basically.
Okay.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
It rolled away.
Okay.
So we were scared that we were going to break down on the $1 Million Highway, so we didn't go that way, thinking that Monarch Pass was going to be like easier. It's whatever, and no, that was a pass. You went up a mountain, saw the top of it, saw all the skiers, and went back down. The entire time, there's
That's
like...
how you know you're high, because there hasn't been any snow this year.
Rattly, grinding. I mean, I texted my mom probably 5 or 6 times of like, I don't think we're making it home. Like, I don't think we're making it, fam. Like, I think you're going to have to come rescue us.
So by this point, the radio is not solving the problem of the noises in the truck?
At this point, the radio is off and we're silent. Because we're like, I don't think we're making it. Then we get off the pass and we're like, okay, we have like 2 hours left. We're going to just turn the music back up.
Okay. And
pretend we don't hear anything, and we're just going to get home.
What do you do? Yeah, just not think about it.
Which we made it.
You did. I also heard your vehicle today in the parking lot.
Yeah, she's angry.
I don't know what that noise is, but how is it still moving?
So the way that he explained it is it's something called the transfer case.
Okay.
And there's like a chain in it that's messed up, whether that's broken or like, I guess he said stretched or something. Now, mind you, he's probably going to listen to this and be like, what is she talking about? But basically, when you put it in reverse, it like grinds and then it doesn't want to click into reverse.
It gets a knot.
So at first we thought it was the differential. So he replaced the differential, only to find out it wasn't the differential. It was the other thing, the more expensive thing. So now we're just kind of like...
I feel like at this point we're just collecting cars that need some car parts rather than actually like vehicles, you know?
You know what? At least there's not a car note on it.
That's right. See,
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Thanks, because the car that we had the car note on had a failing transmission. So
yeah, it wasn't much better.
Hard pass. I'll take this.
You know, I tell you, it's like if it's not one thing, it's another. I remember growing up, people used to make the comment, like, if it's not your health, it's your finances, and if it's not your finances, it's your food, and if it's not your food, like, it's always
when
something
it rains
like
it pours.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, all of the things. Like, I feel like in the moment, like, you just kind of have to, all right, like, I mean, because this is, like, round 3 with poor truck over here trying to get it running and stuff.
Not only that, I feel like the last 2 weeks have kind of been like that, of just things get like loaded on top and you're just like,
yeah,
okay.
I feel like in this new realm of things that the universe kind of does that as we and you and I have been becoming better people and better humans and better ways to deal with other things. Also, we get assaulted with the challenges in life that before would have taken us off track.
I think so. I think we probably would have like freaked out a good 5-6 times.
Yes.
But now I'm kind of just like, you know what? I know it's going to work out, so It is what it is. Like, it's just another day.
I remember when the rogue went down and you came flying out of your apartment
I had like an hour of full blown panic.
Yeah, I'd never seen that side of Maddie yet before, and I kind of just sat there in the chair and I didn't really know. I was watching you like go around, and I think I was like loving on David the Bong, like just kind of watching you, like I don't know what we're doing. And then in your mind, you'd solved whatever enemy it was.
You saw the process.
Yes.
You saw the process. Yes. I don't know what it is. When something happens, my brain goes to full blown panic. You're going to lose your house, you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose your car, you're going to lose like everything. You're going to lose your kid, you're not going to have food, like all the things.
No, straight to south, yeah.
And then I sit in that and panic, and then I slowly have to talk myself out of it. Whereas before, that would have spiraled me into a panic attack. Instead, now I'm like, no, stupid, like, you need to stop. Think about this. Let's piece this apart. It's fine.
Right.
And then I can kind of take a step back and be like, no, we're okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, sometimes those emotions get a little too big for me to keep inside my brain, and they come out as me panicking and pacing.
Well, and as I was like
things.
watching the whole thing, and I was like, all right, well, I can't offer any help. I don't even have a car. Like, I don't have any money. Like, I'm just sitting there in my own little. And then you like flopped down in your chair, and you were like, oh well, I guess we'll figure it out. And I was like, wait, we just went. Like, and then this time when the car went down, I'm like, Maddie, and I'm looking at you, and the sounds are going off, and you're like, and I'm like,
yeah, that's life.
Not my problem.
You got a soda? I need something to drink. Like, I can't. What am I gonna do? I'm not the mechanic. I'm not the person who makes the money.
What good does it do?
I could go cook some food.
That's the thing, though. Like it's strange to even in those few short months to go from like that whole full blown meltdown to get to the point that like, oh, it's not something I control, to this time when you were like, yeah, the car's not working right. Like, we've been a little grounded though, and that's been hard.
It has been.
That's been a little difficult. Like, there's been no, midnight rendezvous or anything like that.
Well, and it's hard because I feel like every time that we get that chance to have, where you're getting to a point where you can have the money to fix the other car or something, and then something else goes wrong, and then you're back at square one. Like, it's been a lot of that.
The one step forward, two steps back.
But I noticed that it's not just, like, us that's going through it. Like, it's just the times. Everybody's going through it. My friend Eve.
Yes.
She had a wreck, like a car wreck, like things like that where, you're doing good and you're like, heck yeah, I'm feeling good, I'm making all the money, I'm doing all the things, and then something like that happens, and, like even her and I talk about, whether to freak out or just feeling, man, that really sucks, but I have to keep going, like things like that, So, like,
is Eve okay? You said she wrecked her car.
As far as I know, I haven't fully gotten to talk to her yet because she's been dealing with, the aftermath, and the last thing I heard was she was in the ER getting checked out. So
wishing her well. Hopefully she recovers quickly.
I hope so.
Poor girl. That's no fun.
Out of everybody, I'm like, oh.
We've been seeing when it rains, it pours
not
right now.
not my friend. Dang it.
I always help people skip the bad luck sweep. When the bad luck's coming through and you just know you kind of have it.
Oh God, I know.
It's kind of like the dropsies. Like, you just kind of accept it for the day, So, I don't know. It's been an interesting 2 weeks. There's been a lot of things.
Lots of things.
Just good, bad, ugly, but we made it here again, and I'm glad that we were able to record again. So, any thoughts that you have? Anything that you want to add? Anything I may have missed? We got...
I don't know. I think
I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. We made it through another hour. If you guys have any suggestions for us, thoughts on what we should do, Maddie and I are really big into the energies, and this week was some energies with your family and the things like that, everything that was going down, and plus having a roommate and all of the challenges with that were going down. So I just kind of want to challenge everybody to be more human, maybe be a little more kind, open a door for someone, say thank you to people. Like, I feel like the more positive I go out into the world, the better the circle is that I'm finding. So maybe I needed to
the good energy
be a little kinder too. Yeah. So maybe we
that.
can all work on that this week, and like, subscribe, all the messages. Like, we love hearing from people.
Yeah.
So, and best wishes to Eve. I hope she gets feeling better.
Yes.
So,
You'll have to let us know.
all right.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for being on. Even though you were all just chilling, that's cool too. All right.
Bye.